Welcome back to Ryan Jacobson Weather. Hope your day is off to a great start. Thank you for stopping by. Let's hop right into the forecast for today. As yesterday, we did experience a pretty large severe weather outbreak as we saw a lot of damaging winds, as well as a couple tornadoes and even some large hail as well. I thank you guys all for stopping in. Those of you who did to my live stream yesterday, it was definitely a little messy. You could say it was my first live stream, so just trying to get it going here. I realized I need to get a second computer to have two monitors, but I appreciate all you guys that stopped by nonetheless. So let's hop right into the video for today. As you can see, we still have this giant thunderstorm complex here across portions of Kentucky, going all the way into Louisiana. And these are still producing severe thunderstorms and even a couple of spin-up tornadoes as it continues to the east. This is going to continue to the east throughout the day today into the afternoon. And it's going to intensify going to this afternoon, leading to another chance for enhanced weather. So this is the current setup right now. And as you can see, there's our complex of thunderstorms this morning here. Again, not much really happening north of Tennessee, but that's going to change here going to this afternoon. You can see more storms are going to fire off here across portions of, basically North Carolina going all the way up into Vermont. And these storms are going to continue here, going all the way into the panhandle of Florida. Again, severe weather is possible today. There is an enhanced risk for severe weather. They have downgraded the tornado risk, which I definitely agree with. They brought it down to a 5% chance for tornadoes. We'll go over the risk here in a second. I do believe there could be a couple of spin-up tornadoes, but not as high of a potential as what we saw yesterday. So once this storm here moves off the coast and this low pressure goes into southern Canada, as you can see now, we already have another next system developing. This is late Tuesday night going to early Tuesday. This is late Tuesday night going into early Wednesday morning. Excuse me. This is a 985 millibar low pressure system, and then you can see here these thunderstorms are exploding right out of the Rockies. This is across portions of Nebraska and Kansas. This really looks to be the beginning of our next major severe weather threat. This is going to Wednesday morning here. And as you can see, these storms rapidly intensify. Could get pretty messy weather here up here in Wisconsin. It looks like it's going to start as snow, turn over to sleet, and then maybe some heavy rain. So kind of slushy, gross conditions here. Probably likely now for portions of the Midwest going into Wednesday. This low pressure goes to the northeast here. And you can see these storms fire off here again. This is going to Wednesday afternoon. And it's really shaping up to be a big severe weather threat going into Wednesday afternoon. I think a tornado outbreak is definitely on the table for this one. And you can make the argument that Wednesday has a better potential for severe weather than what we saw yesterday. It's going to be a very similar setup, but I think we're even going to see some more discrete storms than what we saw yesterday and even more favorable conditions for tornadoes. These continue to the east here. This is going to Thursday morning. Again, we could see some more severe weather here going to Thursday, basically Kentucky eastward, more in the mid-Atlantic region. And then they kind of refire off here. This is going into Thursday night. And again, we could see some heavy rain here. So we're going to see multiple rounds of thunderstorms over the same kind of areas over these next couple of days. So again, just be aware as we could have some flooding issues with these thunderstorms as well. You can see this is going to Friday afternoon here. We have more thunderstorms spark up here across portions of Texas and Oklahoma going eastward. Again, I think severe weather is going to be possible on Friday as well. This is going to Saturday here. And again, you're looking at Saturday, definitely another potential for severe weather. This severe weather train doesn't look to be ending anytime soon. It just looks like conditions are very favorable this upcoming week for severe weather. And I would not be surprised over the next 7 days or so that we have at least a slight risk for severe weather every day. Unfortunately, this is the time for severe storms, and it looks like it's just going to be one round after another. Eventually, though, this is going to next Tuesday here. This is as far as I'm going to go. This is April 8th. Eventually, I'll play this back for you guys real quick. Cooler air is going to come into the Midwest and Northeast, and that may temporarily put a stop on our severe weather potential. It's going to be some very chilly air, especially for early April here. And this is going to be entering the Midwest and Northeast. This is going into Sunday night into Monday morning here. Could bring in some scattered snow showers to portions of the Great Lakes region as well. So we'll be watching that closely, but I do think these next, 5, 6, 7 days or so have a very high potential for seeing widespread severe weather. So this is the day one SPC outlook, and as you can see, we do have that enhanced risk for severe weather. This is from portions of North Carolina going all the way into the panhandle of Florida, and as west as portions of Louisiana as well. You can see there is a 5% risk for tornadoes, a very large 5% risk. This was originally yesterday a 10% risk for tornadoes. They have downgraded it, which I agree with. I don't think it was worthy of adding a 10% risk to it. It seemed more as kind of a cautious risk, but I'm glad they downgraded it. Again, I do think there is a possibility for a spin up tornado or two today. That wind is still a 30% wind risk, so definitely I think damaging winds are going to be the leading factor today. And then hail, not much of a hail risk today, just a 5% chance over a very large area. Let me show you the day two outlook here. As you can see, we have that slight risk, and they've definitely expanded this risk. This is from Nebraska going all the way up into even Wisconsin, as far south as central Texas. We already do have a 5% risk for tornadoes on our day two risk. So this is for Tuesday here. This is mostly going to be Tuesday late afternoon in the evening and even in the overnight hours. It's really going to be a severe weather risk. We have that wind risk as well, and even a hatched hail risk, 15% hatched hail risk for tomorrow. Going into Wednesday here, you can see very similar setup to what we saw yesterday. We had that large enhanced risk from portions of Michigan going all the way to Texas. And as you can see, we already have a 30% hatched risk for severe weather. Again, you don't see, 30% hatched risk for severe weather in Michigan in, the first week of April too often. It just shows how strong and how powerful these storms are and how large this warm sector is going to be as well. So again, Wednesday, as of now, looks to be the big severe weather day coming up this week. Let me show you as we can go into Thursday here. We already do have a slight risk for severe weather. Again, this is more for the mid-Atlantic region, going back into the Dixie Alley region as well. 15% slight risk. I don't think it's going to be as high of a risk as Wednesday, but I definitely do think some severe weather is possible as well. We don't have anything yet on a day 5 outlook or a day 6 outlook. The predictability is too low, but would not be surprised if they put some slight 15% risks on both of those days coming up here in the next couple of days. So that's kind of an overview of the severe weather expected over the next 5 days or so. Let me lastly show you the total precipitation over the next couple of days or so. And like I said, this precip's going to add up here, especially across the central U.S. going into the eastern U.S. Basically anywhere east of the Rockies is going to see some pretty widespread precipitation over the next couple of days from these large thunderstorm complexes moving through. This is Thursday here, and it looks like that spot for precipitation is going to occur portions of Kentucky, going into Tennessee, going into Mississippi, and then westward to Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and the majority of Ohio. This is going through Monday here. Let me play this back for you. So this is going through Sunday afternoon here. So this is through Sunday around 8 a.m. And as you can see, we are going to be expecting some widespread precipitation over this upcoming week. There's a couple areas here. GFS putting out totals, approaching 12 inches of rain. So some minor flooding could definitely be possible. And again, these thunderstorms are going to be dropping a lot of precipitation with it. I thank you guys all for stopping by. Continue to just keep checking back for updates on the weather ahead. I'll have a video out tomorrow morning talking about the severe weather potential for tomorrow evening, as well as the big threat on Wednesday. Again, I thank you for all those who watched my live stream yesterday. I appreciate you stopping by. Feel free to like and subscribe. I'm just getting this channel going, so we'll greatly appreciate any way you can help out the channel. And I will just see you guys all in the video tomorrow. Have a good one.